Pix 106, Quinn and Cantera, he's back.
Yeah, Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Welcome back, Paul.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Paul went down on a vacation. Can we talk about where you went, Paul?
Sure, yeah, no secret there.
You went down there to the Mexican Riviera, the Mayan Riviera. Did you go and see those little pyramids?
We didn't. We didn't see the pyramids. Spent the time swimming with the dolphins and doing some of the
That was my next question. Did you go to that dolphin park thing?
We did.
Oh, my God. This is...
Didn't your mother go, Quinn?
My mom went, and I went prior to my mother going. It's. Did you feel a little bit ripped off?
Of course, we had the kids with us, so they just loved it. I'm not saying it was a guy trip.
It's
like we would go there.
Yeah, it wasn't with the buddies.
It's like a gigantic pool that's got like a filter for the outside water, like the ocean water to come in or something. And it's like Disney World with water.
But they came right up to you, and here you are touching them, and they're jumping over you. I mean, so if the kids just thought it was amazing, and I wasn't 100%, Mr. Cool either. You got this big. Looks like big dolphin, looks like a shark, or I don't know the difference, quite frankly. They're coming up to you, so they had my full attention. Put it that way.
Sure.
Don't you think you would have had a vibe if it was a shark, though?
I hope there's some instinct that kicks in.
Yeah. You would hope that there's something deep inside that we have. So
yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you're back. That is a blast down there. I'm glad you had a good time.
It was wonderful.
Listen, we saw this story and it made me think of your commercial. Am I right? Isn't your commercial about someone who gets hit on their bike by a police officer or something, right?
This story's pretty outrageous. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The story's from yesterday in the Post, and a guy taking a left-hand turn gets sideswiped by an unmarked police car.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. And he wasn't going to sue at all. And then what pissed off the biker was he gets a bill from the police department for $1,263 for repairs needed to be made to the unmarked cruiser.
A while later, yeah. Yeah, it happens.
And then when the Post contacted the police department, they waived the bill. How common is it to get a bill from the owner of an automobile to the bicyclist?
Well, what happens here? What probably happened here is there's damage to the police car. So there's contact between the bike and the car. There's damage, and of course the police fill out police reports and had to say how it happened. Then in New York City this happened. So you got this corporation counsel or the city council's office gets this and just routinely sends a bill. I mean, had it been a car-on-car contact, that's what happens all the time.
Paul, help me out with this. Just I doubt you have these stats in front of you, but off the top of your head, what percentage of automobile and bike accidents is actually the bicyclist's fault?
But the general proposition, if we look at 10 of these, the majority of them, it tends to be the bicyclist's fault. They've made a quick decision to cross the road. Now, there are exceptions across the board, but as a general proposition, that is true.
Cantera, do you have that the stats on Central Ave in front of you?
Oh, yeah. The Times Union did a breakdown. This is pedestrians, but since 96 to today, 300 accidents on Central Ave or just off of it, and 8 dead pedestrians. Those are pretty staggering numbers.
That's nuts, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's twice what there should be for a road with that much traffic. And it's interesting. We were contacted yesterday by one of the other news channels, and had a comment on it. But ultimately, it sort of no one really has a clear answer. As to why that is. The speed limit's not outrageous. The argument is that there's probably less crosswalks and rest, but that tends not to be where these things are happening. It tends to be people just electing to go across the street. There's many lanes. They don't anticipate the speed of the cars. Yeah, it's sort of a statistical anomaly that I think is going to be, I know it's going to be looked at by the New York State Department of Transportation. Because when that happens, there is a reason. But at this point, nobody knows other than it's happening. So, so if you're on Central Avenue, take it slow.
Yeah,
You just have to, as a pedestrian, you just have to follow the rules. Cars obey the speed limit and stoplights, but pedestrians don't use the crosswalks or wait for the signals. So, there's a lot of blame to go around.
Sound advice from Cantera, stay in your house.
Yeah, Safety Joe, man.
Yeah.
That's me.
Thanks,
I wear a
Paul.
seatbelt while watching TV.
He's not probably kidding.
Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Thanks, Paul.
Okay, guys, thank you.